CUC has actually been recycling for many years. All the way back in 2004, we've started our industrial recycling. But it wasn't really until 2017 that we started our kitchen recycling program. So in our kitchen recycling program, we recycle items such as plastics, glass, cardboard, and aluminium. When individuals use these items, we ask them to first rinse them out, and then they're placed in one of the separate recycling containers in the kitchen. Those containers, when they're full, are taken to a collection area outside, and then our partner, Junk, comes to collect them and takes them for recycling at the landfill.
On a designated day of the week, a junk vehicle comes along and collects those recyclables.
So in addition to the kitchen recycling program that we have here at CUC, we also recycle industrial products. We recycle metals, we recycle used batteries, used oil, and they're all sent so that they're kept out of our landfills. We were privileged to go to the recycling facility at the landfill, and it was a really amazing experience. First of all, it was super clean, which I was so impressed with. The second thing, though, that was very impressive is that even though they have a small team of staff, they're very dedicated to making sure that products that are sent for recycling are actually recycled. So we got to see the entire process from time our bottles and our aluminium containers that came from CUC went to the landfill, were hand sorted, were packaged, and were put in containers to be sent overseas in order to be recycled.
First of all, the materials are dropped off by Junk and others, by ourselves, and they're sorted by members of staff to make sure that we've got the right things in the recycling for us to use.
Part of the process between us and DEH is to resort what we've been given and what we've taken away.
So if there are some items in there that are not suitable, we call that contamination. We take those out, separate them, and that just leaves us with the materials that we need.
And that's sort of a quality control in the middle, so makes life easier for when we bring the plastics, the tin, aluminium here. It's easy to be sorted, loaded, and baled. In Cayman, we can only recycle type 1 and 2. It's the only product that we can send off the island, and it's dealt with properly. So on the plastic container somewhere, there's a triangle, and we collect type 1 and 2, so look for that. Once you've found, yes, it is 1 or 2, make sure it's clean. Then we can deal with that in the best way possible. If we get stuff that is not clean, we can't take it to the next stage, and unfortunately that will probably end up in the landfill.
Sometimes people see a 5 in there and think, well, I'll just put it in anyway, you know, and somehow it'll be dealt with. But you know, the reality is that creates extra work for us. That we've got to, if the item isn't readily identifiable, we've got to then check it, which takes time and effort. And if we do find materials like that we cannot recycle here, we end up putting that in the garbage basically, and that material gets took to landfill.
We're accused, we'll be other customers, and the customer will say out of the kitchen window that we're putting stuff out of their recycle bins into their garbage bins. That's simply because we can't recycle it. So yeah, dirty pizza box is a great example. Anything with food waste attached, they're the pieces that get put aside. Everything else, great.
We'd always ask people just to don't throw your batteries in the garbage. If you throw your batteries in the garbage, then they will end up in the landfill. And there are numerous types of batteries, particularly mobile phone, laptop and small modern appliance batteries that, if pierced, can create heat and flame. And we've seen a number of instances in the landfill that have caused fires that we then have to deal with, cause disruption on the island, close the roads, these sorts of things put lives at risk. I mean, it's just the list goes on. Household batteries, we have collection tubes in every major supermarket for kind of regular batteries you would put in things to power them, as well as mobile phone batteries, and more recently things like vapes contain batteries as well. So I think if just throw the whole vape in there, that'd be good. Larger batteries such as lead acid car batteries, UPS batteries as well. We take all those types. For the larger batteries, we have a drop-off point here at the landfill. If people can bring those along and just leave them, we'd be advised by the person at the gate where to put them. And we take those in and we package, containerise and ship all those batteries to the States. We have a very successful oil recycling scheme, and it's one that a lot of people don't know about. We take both sort of household oil, so you can get vegetable oil, as well as automotive oil, machine oil. For residents, we can take that at the landfill gate. If you drop that off, we'll collect it, as well as we take the oil from garages and other sort of automotive supply places. We ship over 100,000 gallons of oil a year to the States in containers. I think if we weren't doing that 100,000 gallons of oil would be finding its way. You'd see it, you know. So we do have what we think is a well-managed and effective scheme for oil. So please don't pour it down the drain. You know, just bring it to us and we'll dispose of it properly.
Okay, here we are at the glass crushing plant owned by Dart. All the glass we collect from households, commercial premises, restaurants. Our biggest glass customer is the Ritz. We bring it here. We visit here maybe 3 times a week on average, bringing 20 to 25 of the bins you've seen working today. That averages around about £6,500, so 3 tonnes of glass a week, just collected by junk. The end product, as we have our little mountain here, is used afterwards in the construction industry. So it's used in paving, it's used in block. They're regular customers, flowers included, who use it as part of their building. We don't take it off island, it comes here, stays local and is used local. We've been coming here for 7+ years. It's amazing how much we do go through, not just through partying. There's, you know, jars of jam, you know, it's across the spectrum. Any type of glass. You will have also seen as part of that process where the labels come off, the corks come out, the tops come off and are separated. So that's all done here. We don't have to get involved. We do to a certain degree and bring as clean a product as possible. But that is the finish and this is what happens.
The Kitchen Recycling Program has been embraced by all staff. Since 2017, when we started the program, we've been able to keep nearly 135,000 pounds of garbage from entering our landfill. We have several programs at CUC where we educate our staff on the importance of recycling and how they can contribute to it. We actually have a procedure that stipulates the types of materials that goes into our kitchen recycling program. Staff are given this procedure to read, and we chat about it during our chats with the executives, our departmental meetings, and we also send out reminder emails to staff letting them know how they can be a part of the recycling process.
We sell for residential recycling a number of different types of bins that are stackable, easily put away. We label them up for the different recyclable commodities and we sell those bins. So you can buy those, they become yours. And then you can enter into a contract if you wish to for us to come round on a weekly basis and collect. And with residential recycling, it's a $50 a month charge.
Over the years, we have been educating our staff on the importance of recycling, not just at work, but also at home.